What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I've got a full breakdown and walkthrough of all the bags that I use while I'm out fishing. Now, just a quick note, you don't need everything that you're going to see here. It's just a collection of what I've gathered throughout the years of me being a fisherman, but if you want, you can go all out like this and have a great time on the water as well. A lot of these bags do the same thing, so I probably could get away with just one or two of them, but I'll give you all the full breakdown and reasoning why I have so many, and I think a lot of it'll make sense. Just to give you all a quick rundown of all the bags that I'm going to be showing off in this video, I'm going to start out by showing off all of my tackle bags mainly, moving into some of the smaller stuff like my bait binders and then the stuff I take while I'm pond hopping, and then going on further from that, I'll delve deeper into the backpacks that I use and the reason why I have so many. Anyways guys, no more time wasting, let's jump right into this video.
Oh, I'm so excited to show y'all all my stuff. It's always so fun, guys. I love making these videos, like especially if it's cold or rainy outside. I'm just like trapped inside. All right, the first bag we got up, it's really just going to be one of my first pond hopping kind of bags that I received. Actually, I think I got this as a gift on Christmas and I thought it was really sweet. So anyways, what's really in here is not too important, but I'll just give you all a quick rundown. Pretty much what I've done is I went to Walmart and got one of these Eagle Claw kits that we all know and love and just vamped it up, like threw a bunch of extra stuff in there, extra hooks. As you can see, just a whole bunch of cool stuff. And I like to do that with all of these kits. So for example, bass kit, I threw like a frog in there, a lipless, some more Rebel crankbaits. And then we got the crappie kit, which I don't have too much crappie stuff. I really want to upgrade this box, but yeah. But like I said, I didn't buy this bag. It was actually gifted to me, so I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, I've just kind of held on to it throughout the years. So this is the bag that I'm taking if someone invites me to go catfishing, striper fishing, white bass fishing. Pretty much just looking to do some live baiting, cut bait fishing, all that good stuff. So, all right, so next up, this bag was not a gift. I actually went out and purchased it because I had the initial red one and I was like, oh, how cool would it be if I had a red one and a blue one. This bag just kind of holds some of my bass tackle in it. At the time it used to hold all of it, but then I kind of started upgrading, getting more stuff, and I knew I'd need more, so yeah. I just like to have these pre-made yum kits. If you've watched my channel, any of my long videos, you know that I actually filmed a video on this where I went out and caught fish with this whole kit. Same kind of thing going on, just got a yum kit. Gonna make a video for you guys on that soon. We've got a jig box. All of my jigs from 3/16 ounce jigs all the way up to like 1/2 ounce jigs, but this is technically not all of my jigs, it's just my Strike King jigs. That's it, this is just my Strike King jigs. And I got a whole bunch of trailers in there as well. And then we got a Ned rig box. It's got a whole bunch of Ned stuff in it. This is all yum stuff as well. So yum, 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 and then just the Strike King box. And you're gonna see a pattern on here. It's pretty much that I like to organize stuff by brand, just because I know certain stuff by specific brands fishes a certain way. So I know everything in here is pretty much yum and then Strike King jigs. I don't need to know any more than that. All right, moving into some more bass tackle. Also, a bit more high quality bags. This right here is made specifically by Plano. I think it's really nice. I like the camo design on it. I do love this bag. As of right now, it's just holding my Guggen tackle, and that's pretty much it. These two boxes are empty, but I do plan on filling them with stuff. I'm just kind of holding off at the moment. I need to do another tackle organization day, which I know you guys like that. So that guy's a bit incomplete, but it used to hold a bunch of my fishing lures. We got my power bait bag, or as I like to call it, my tourney bag. This is the bag that I take with me when I'm going out on a tournament. If I'm co-angling for somebody, pretty much I like to stuff this guy full to the brim and then leave one space open to put all of my terminal. Right now it's not completely organized. I'll show y'all what I got. Up here we just got a fillet knife, and then a really cool thing to note about this is if you undo this carabiner right here, this whole section has these slots and you can pretty much put whatever you want. Like if you had like for example here, I'll show you. Got some dip and glow. You can put it right here and it'll hold your dip and glow for you. I probably wouldn't do that. As you can see, I got this thing wrapped up because it exploded on me, but it's made for like power bait stuff. So for example, you take your trout eggs, then you literally just put them like that and it holds it for you in place. Really cool stuff, and it really keeps them nice and still, so you're not going to lose them when you're out fishing. All right, now moving into the bag. Like I said, it's not organized all the way. It's just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that I got, but It's all of my Berkeley equipment, so for the most part it's going to have Berkeley stunnas, Berkeley crankbaits, frit sides, dredgers, all that good stuff. We got Berkeley swamp lords, we got Berkeley jaywalkers, we got some wake bulls, we got some poppers, Berkeley choppos, all that good stuff. So yeah, pretty much everything inside of here is Berkeley related, and I'm sure you can see why. Easy labeling lets me know what's in here. Really simple stuff, guys. And then, like I said, I like to keep a slot open for all of my terminal tackle like this. And this is really the most effective way for me to like tournament fish, in my opinion, because I can just take hooks out of the package, use them as I need them, throw them back in there real quick, and I know what everything is. So I keep it in its original packaging for identification purposes, but as well as just, you know, keeping things nice and neat. I don't really need to dump it out into my tray and then wonder what I have later on. And yeah, I feel like that's just the most effective way for me to fish. Another reason why I really like this bag whenever I'm fishing boats and tournaments and stuff like that is this hard bottom, really nice, rugged, rough surface. Literally, you can just set it up on a boat like that and it grips and stays in place. So yeah, really cool stuff. Then it's got a little handle and a shoulder strap, so you know, you really can't go wrong there. It's got options. All right, now we're gonna move more into the bait binders, pond hopping equipment, backpacks, and all that good stuff. So initially, the way I started out storing my soft plastics before I made this massive bait wall that I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel. If you haven't, I really recommend you check that out. I used to keep all of my soft plastics in a bait binder like this, and it worked for many years. It pretty much held everything and kept it in really, really good condition. I even put a pack of Senkos in here for 7 years straight just to kind of see what would happen. And they were perfectly fine. They still fished great. So yeah, I definitely would recommend getting some sort of a bait binder. Obviously, some are better than others. I don't know what the best one is, but this is the most affordable one for me. And it's also the easiest one to get my hands on. So yeah, if you're ever in like a Walmart or something and you see this little Berkeley kit that comes with a bait binder and some lures, I definitely highly suggest you pick it up. Now, if you can't get your hands on something like that, or you want something a bit more downsized, if you're a pond hopping kind of fisherman, get you one of these. First of all, I like this one a lot because it matches my blue bag, and then also because it holds your pliers, so that's a really nice design there. Going inside of here, really nice simple stuff. It's literally a binder, guys, so you literally can pop the rings off and close it back up like this. And pretty much what I like to keep in here, it's just going to be all of my live rig stuff, extra line for leaders and rigs. I'll keep some soft plastics in here, but it's also going to be like my artificial kind of live bait, if you know what I mean. And the reason being is if it gets messy, like I showed you earlier, I can just take one of these out through that binder process and clean it and put it right back in. So yeah, if you have baits and stuff that stink, or you just have extra soft plastics that you need and you don't want them loosely kind of just in your bag, I definitely recommend getting some sort of a bait binder. All right, now if you're a kayak angler, gosh dang, I can never say that word. All right, if you're a yak angler, or if you like fishing off a boat and having some sort of a bait binder isn't really your thing because you don't want to open up each bag and go through it, I definitely recommend getting some sort of a speed bag like this. You can fit a whole bunch in here, so pretty much on top I'll put like clamshells and stuff like that. I even keep a pair of pliers, some scent stuff, but I want to keep that on the DL, and obviously soft plastics. Really nice way to contain all of your baits. But another method, if you're fishing off a boat, probably better than a kayak, you can go with one of these money bags. Guggen Squad makes them. I know there's a whole bunch of other companies that make them. For example, Daiwa makes them as well. They got this really cool looking tactical view organizer is what they call it. So really cool looking stuff. And obviously the main purpose of this is to just put soft plastics in it. Like you see here, I got some Bandito bugs. This was actually like a Bass Pro combo that I bought. Really cool looking deal. I don't know if they still have it around, but you should definitely go check out Bass Pro. Use my link in the description down below, guys. Help me help you guys. I don't know if you guys actually get anything, but I appreciate y'all checking it out. Anyways, we got soft plastics right here, just chilling in there. It's a really nice way to contain all of your baits, and obviously it's got a Ziploc seal and then a zipper, so really nice kind of container. It's going to keep everything waterproof. It's going to keep everything kind of less exposed to the sun, way more clean, organized, as well as you'll be able to see what you got. Obviously my bag's kind of dirty after use, but when you get them, they're nice, clear, and brand new. You'll be able to know what you got in there as well if you packed it and organized it yourself. Another thing by Guggen that they make is pretty much one of these little fanny packs, and this is another method that I have. as fishing as a pond angler. As I've adapted through the years, fishing with a backpack and stuff like that just isn't always the move. So I like to keep something like this. This pack right here is just a fanny pack, and I'll actually kind of throw it over my shoulder, and it just kind of sits on my chest, but it's just full to the brim with Guggen terminal, all sorts of cool stuff, Guggen green weights, stoppers, all that cool stuff. And then this one is technically a chest pack, but I actually like to wrap it around my leg. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me use this. This is probably one of the most fastest, effective methods that I've ever found. In this front compartment, pretty much what I like to keep are these boomerang long snips. Makes it really easy for me to clip my line, cut knots if I've just tied off or something like that, all that good stuff. And really fast, effective method because it's on the tether. I also never lose it for the most part. And then going inside of the main zipper right here, I actually like to keep a Plano box, and I can actually put all the baits that I want to fish with throughout the day, throughout the week, whatever it is that I'm doing, and it makes things really easy, efficient, nice, compact, and it doesn't weigh a lot either. So all I do is put it around my waist like so, take the front end, flip it like this, and bring it around like this. It's a bit weird to put on, but once you have it on, it's really cool. I can just kind of have it right here on my side, and then I can actually turn it to the front as well if I need to sit down on my butt, and I can get stuff out of here. Really nice, efficient way to fish. I can cut line if I just tied a knot, as well as it comes inside of here is a fly holder. So if you have some flies or jigs that you want to put on here, you can hook them in place like this, and then you have like a little tie station with the way that this folds out. It's got like a webbing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's got like a webbing that kind of expands out, and you can just tie and do your stuff like this, close it up, boom, and you're that much more efficient on the water. So in this front compartment, you can pretty much put baits that you need to dry out because it's a nice little mesh front area. So any baits that have water on them, they'll just kind of dry out in the front there. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of little hidden compartments that you could probably put like a wallet in, your keys, a credit card. Oh, you know what? The thing I should note is on the inside here, in this compartment, there's like a waterproof kind of area, and that's actually where I keep my fishing license. So really nice little kind of idea there that they thought of. Really smart as well. So if you have stuff that you don't want to get wet, like I said, keys, wallet, credit cards, fishing license, this thing does it all, and it's literally smaller than everything that I have. I really definitely recommend getting something like this, guys, and y'all might have seen me using this on the channel. If y'all haven't, go check it out, see how efficient it is, and you'll want one yourself. And for you OGs in the game, we still like our hard box Planos. This guy right here is just a bit more compact. I like to use him on the back end of my yak. He also matches it because it's blue. But anyways, inside of here I just got floats, extra line, weights, an old school scale, a fish fillet knife, some lip grips, and then inside of here, it's just going to be all sorts of stuff. It's going to be like crappie jigging kind of stuff. It's going to be saltwater equipment, kudas, crab throw lines, really a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Jig heads, everything that you could think of for like saltwater, crappie fishing, striper fishing, pan fishing, you name it. Alright, now we're going to get into some of the bags that I use. Initially when I started fishing, this is the first bag that I kind of like to rock with, and it's just a simple Carhartt backpack. I was given this as a gift for Christmas, and in the front here I just like to keep all sorts of different little trinkets and tools like super glue, multi-tool pliers, some cologne just in case I smell like fish, some Sharpies if I need to make any marks or darken a bait, pocket knife just in case I need to defend my, no, I'm just kidding, if I need to cut line or something like that. And then on the outside I'll have this little plier multi-tool that folds in and out and just clips onto it. So if I'm ever doing any pan fishing or crappie fishing and I need something small, that works perfect. And inside of this, it's just a massive compartment that I used to throw my Plano boxes and my bait binders and all that good stuff in. Now it's just empty because I don't really use this box for fishing anymore, and I'll tell you why. It's because of this, guys. I really don't do anything but use this guy. For like the most part, I just fill my box with all the baits that I have or that I want to throw for the day. Like realistically, you can only fit so many baits in your schedule. Unless you're going to be out there for 24 hours, then take everything. But I know that I'm only going to be able to throw like 10, 20 baits max, and that's on like the high end of me just chucking stuff around. Typically, after you throw 3 or 4 or 5 baits, you either run out of time or you figure them out and you start catching them. So yeah, this guy right here has pretty much replaced all of my bags. But if I do use a backpack, then I will go with actually this guy right here. This is a Nike Mag Bolt. It's a collapsible backpack that actually fits more than it looks like. It's probably one of my favorite bags that I have. Initially when I bought it, I hated it. I was like, what is this concept? It's uncomfortable. I can't figure out how to put these straps on. But once I got it figured out, boy, let me tell you, this guy became a huge addition to the arsenal, as well as having a waterproof kind of zipper down here. You can put your keys, your phone, whatever you want, wallet. And then up here, open it up, you can put whatever you want and close it. And the top there is waterproof as well. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite bags to take whenever I'm out dealing with rain, water on somebody else's boat. Also, just whenever I need to hold some stuff in a nice compact style. Plus, it just looks cool, dude. It matches a whole bunch of equipment that I have. Lastly, for bags, and this is for you YouTubers and content creators out there, this is one I'm gonna highly recommend to anybody that makes videos like me. Having some sort of a technology bag or any way to put all of your equipment like batteries, GoPros, extra cords, anything that you can think of that you need, just put it in here, man. Like literally I'll just keep extra charging cables, extra cubes, and that's for if I need it, if a buddy needs it, anybody really, even like Ethernet cables and stuff like that, a whole bunch of stuff. So if I'm out on the road and I need to power up whatever I'm using, I can. And it's got a slot for my laptop. I'll keep a mouse pad in here. Obviously, like I said, my GoPro and a whole bunch of stuff. It's just a way to keep everything safe. All of your accessories, all of your equipment, all of your technology needs to go in one bag, and then that bag needs to be kept safe, guys, because this is where the money is, right? Like, I don't know if I'll be able to replace it if I lose it. So yeah, I definitely recommend having some sort of way to keep all your stuff safe. Now, if you're looking for a way to have a completely 100% waterproof way of fishing, I don't know if that exists, but the closest that I found is just buying one of these waterproof kind of Flambeau boxes, or just pick up a Plano Edge series. Any one of the Plano Edge series boxes is like 100% waterproof. It also has like rust inhibitors and all that good stuff. Probably one of my favorite kind of boxes to go with, but if I'm not going with those, then I'll go with these, and these work just fine, guys. You can kind of knock the sides open like that. Well, bam, and then it's got my swim baits in it, so obviously it's gonna have my KGB Spro Shad. Don't wanna mess with that too much. And I'm just gonna keep loose terminal in here as well, so shaky heads, all of my owner stuff pretty much is just gonna go in here. And yeah, it's just a really nice way to organize all of my baits. So yeah, either this or this will be almost 100% waterproof. I'm not going to say that it is 100% waterproof, because there's always the rules and the exceptions and the what ifs and what happened if. So you know what, I'm not going to say that, but this is pretty much as close as it gets. As well as if you want to pick up like a Yeti Pangea backpack or something, then you can do that too. But yeah, I definitely recommend upgrading your Planos if you haven't already. Oh, and for anybody wondering what size of Plano box that's inside of these, I believe it's just 3500. This guy right here is a 3500 rust-proof Flambeau, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I love him. And I guess the final point that I want to make, guys, is I have all of those bags, and I ended up settling on something like this. So whatever you do, make sure that you don't get something that's too heavy, too extravagant, and something that you don't really need that you're just going to be lugging around and hanging on your shoulder the whole day. This guy right here is completely out of the way, almost entirely hands-free, and yeah, I love him, man. He fits everything that I need. I mean, how much stuff am I really going to throw in one day, right? That's really what you got to ask yourself. And it's actually kind of better sometimes whenever you don't give yourself 1,000 options and then you're kind of confused on what to throw. Just narrow it down. Make it easy for yourself. Fishing is easy. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for everything that I have for the entire bag walkthrough side of things. I'm sure that I'm going to pick up more stuff along the way and throughout my fishing adventures that I'll probably end up showing y'all, and y'all can make fun of me about how much stuff I have and how it's too much and whatever else you guys want to say in the comment section. But and that's the complete walkthrough of all the bags that I use while I'm out on my fishing and outdoor adventures. Thank you guys for watching this one. I really appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you aren't already, and hit the notification bell to stay following along the channel. If you have any questions or there's any content that you'd like to see more of, please feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Anyways, guys, y'all know how we're rocking. Keep it cool and happy fishing.